The only one left is the rat killer. Have you questioned him?
No.
May I ask when you're going to do it?
When I have found him.
What? You're not trying to tell me that he's escaped again?
Yes, but this time it's not your fault, nor mine for that matter.
Tell me why.
An explanation would be futile. It would only lead to further pointless questions.
Do you have even the slightest notion as to where he might be hiding?
Forget Hans Schielmann for the moment, Watson. Just concentrate on the fact that the bishop is on the chessboard.
In any case, the news has spread like wildfire.
Let the dogs bark with the pack, Watson.
But how could Farley be so well informed?
Let me see. Contrary to what you might think, Watson, I do not consider that all of our trails have led to dead ends. We're simply missing a common denominator, something that links them together. And our journalist's mystery informer might just be that missing link.
Should we attempt to uncover his identity?
It is essential that we do so. Let us examine the map. We must talk to Mr. Farley by searching his office.
The secretary will stop you. Please reassure me, Holmes, you don't intend upon knocking her out?
Only if we exhaust every other viable alternative.
What a surprise.
What is there so surprising about being visited by the targets of your slander?
I never slander. I inform.
You will have to accept the consequences of these articles, Mr. Farley.
Those words sound like a threat, Mr. Holmes.
I never threaten. I merely warn.
What a bore! Even to the point of refusing to shake our hands.
Which means that we can avoid having to wash them.
I was reading something about him in the Globe Explorer only this morning.
Decidedly. This Beckett seems to have solid ties with the gutter press.
I'd bought it from a rascal who ran off without giving me my change. I'm sure that I've seen him before, and...
Spare me the details, Watson. Show me the article. That means her husband is at home alone. Good. We shall pay a courtesy call, Watson. With a little luck, we shall leave with a few habanos clarissimo.
I've got the address. We can go round after a nice cup of tea.
Don't get too comfortable, Watson. We're leaving immediately.
Very luxurious, Holmes. This man has conducted his career brilliantly. Who says that crime doesn't pay? It all depends upon for whom.
You never said a truer word, Watson. Now, let's try to find a way in.
What's that package you are carrying, Holmes? You haven't said a word about it all the way here.
Cakes from my old aunt.
Your old aunt? Stop pulling my leg, Holmes.
If you want a sensible answer, then you should ask a sensible question.
How nice to see you again. Do you remember me?
Of course, Miss Lucy.
Watson, we have things to do.
Holmes, you remember Lucy? We met her during our last investigation.
I remember only the essential details of the case.
What are you going to do? Turn everything upside down?
That is a distinct possibility. I will not leave until I have found what I am looking for.
Don't forget your cakes when we leave, Holmes.
Of course, Watson. Blind justice. From whence his ignorance? Amusing.
And here, the details of your methods and transcriptions of your...
Quiet. Let me concentrate.
Concentrate? To what end?
Quiet.
Holmes, answer me. What is the real reason for our being here? Did you know what we were going to find before we came here?
Evidently.
Show me the file, Holmes.
It is unnecessary, Watson.
It's a file about you, isn't it? It was the only thing that interested you.
We'll see about that later. We must put everything back in its place. No one must know that we've been here.
Quick, Watson, we must get out of this house. Immediately.
But...
Be quick, man, it's urgent.
Because of you, we have to flee like common criminals, which it seems we have now become. I only hope that the game is worth the risk. Show me the file.
Let's find a cab as quickly as possible. We can't stay here.
This place must have been magnificent.
Shh. Watson, look. On the stage. Prince Woodville.
And it is with a gentleman? Who are you? I don't believe I know you.
We...
Not as yet, Your Royal Highness, but I am overjoyed that you are familiar with the crowning ceremony.
Of course. A good king should know.
That makes my duty so very much easier. Let me introduce myself. My name is Howard Sawbury, and I am in charge of the aforementioned protocol and the master of ceremonial events at Buckingham Palace.
Yes, and I'm Sir John Cannard. in charge of the peacocks in the royal gardens.
Congratulations, Sir John. Excellent imagination. Oh, if no one switches them off, they will explode anyway.
So that is why you need the telephone.
We need to call Lestrade to tell him when to turn off the switches.
Well done, Holmes. You have understood.
You are reversing the roles, Watson. Highly amusing.
Your resurrection can only be a temporary one, at best.
Have we ever been in such a perilous situation before?
Very rarely, I must admit.
Well, Jan, the bomb is on the point of exploding.
Very good.